guys are white, so...
Oh,
no, but I've heard you bounced back, right? I don't care, so... dudes, how many of you guys, sorry ladies, how many of you dated Taylor Swift here? Huh? Any of you? Yeah. She's a slut. Just look at all her music, everybody. Her vagina is made of saddle leather, so, I thought that was low. She's a wonderful lady. Lindsay Lohan, I'm gonna get all these topical jokes out of the way, because then I can start talking about Ryan Seacrest, but, he's here tonight, actually. He's under one of your chairs. Just checking in. Hey, buddy, there he is! Okay, I'll get to him in a second. Because I'll forget the topical stuff. But this is true. Lindsay Lohan is in negotiations to make $500,000 to do a commercial for an energy drink in Dubai. So I'm sure she was like, does it have to be a drink? Could it be a powder? Cocaine? She's got a lot of, she's fine these days. How many of you, when you purchased tickets, didn't realize the Oscars were on tonight? Losers! So, I'm excited for the Oscars. I really, I like that movie about that guy that wanted to just have a quiet evening at home with his wives, and then the Navy SEALs burst in and shoot him in the eye. I love that movie. And then there's that one my wife saw where Russell Crowe's playing Captain Crunch and Anne Hathaway dies of a bad haircut or something. I can't remember what the movie is exactly. Oh, is Chris Brown here tonight? He's a dick. So he's had some great times the last few weeks. First, to avoid the paparazzi, he hit a wall, and the wall was like, it's okay, I just fell down the stairs. And then, after, like the night before the Grammys, he punched Frank Ocean in a parking lot, and I was like, hey, he's punching guys now, so that's good. And then just 2 nights ago, he and Rihanna, they showed up to a party at the Playboy Mansion separately. And I'm like, Rihanna, don't worry, he's still very devoted to you. Just get worried if he savagely beats another woman, then you should be really worried. That's right, abuse humor. It's great. All right, so now let's talk about my favorite person in the world, Ryan Seacrest, as said. I'm very good friends with him. He's very busy tonight. We're very good friends. I have nicknames for him. I call him like Frodo and Little Ellen and Frosted Tip Jockey. He's very small, and he's like, this is like actual height of Ryan with a hat, without a hat, and yeah. And I get asked a question about Ryan from everyone I've ever met in the entire world. I think you know what this question is. Let's say it together. Ready? Is his anus bleached? And what did you say? Oh, is he gay? He's not gay. Ryan is definitely not gay. I know he's not gay because he wasn't into it when we were fucking, so, yeah. But his anus is bleached. He's very clean. No, and Ryan, he works so hard. I mean, you see him everywhere. You see, he works holidays. Obviously, you see him like every New Year's on that Dick Clark slurring New Year's special. And you son of a bitch. No, that show is always so weird because Dick is up there and he's working his hardest, he's trying, and Ryan is kind of hanging out the whole show going like, hey, if he goes down, this is my job. Rumpelstiltskin! He's everywhere, and so tonight, he's on the red carpet. I saw him tonight, he was like, I can't do his voice very well. He's like, man, only dogs can really hear his voice. They fix it in post, but every night it's close. But I'll be like, hey, I'm out here with Julia Roberts. Julia, what's it like being a mom and a movie star? You're lactating all over me. And he's such a huge producer now. I mean, we both work at the network, as I like to call it. I mean, he's everywhere over there. He moves about the halls as like a green gas, like Nosferatu, and it appears behind you and produces something without you even knowing it. But he did produce a show that has infected this entire world. You know what I'm talking about. The Kardashians, ladies. Yeah, it must be very quiet here on Sunday nights. And I call it Gagala Gypsies and the Scarecrow. Of course, the Scarecrow being Bruce Jenner, who can no longer make any emotions with his face other than surprised. He spends every episode just going like, hey! You guys, I'm really tired. I'm gonna take a nap, okay? And I had, that guy does not like me. He's gonna throw a javelin at me someday. But I had the distinct pleasure of doing a photo shoot with the Kardashians, and I had never been more afraid in my entire life. I have said and continue to say horrible things about these people. I don't know what they're gonna do to me when I see them. They're gonna shoot me with their Armenian crossbow or whatever it is. So, it was the night before, and I'd never prayed more to be bit by a vampire so it wouldn't show up on film, but that didn't happen. But anyway, so I come to the set, and I'm like, hi, and I see Bruce. Bruce is there. Thank God he's asleep. So he's like, so I get by him, and I meet, the first person I meet is Momager. I meet Kris Kardashian, the Kris Kardashian. She comes levitating over to me. She's just like, hello, Joe. Congratulations on meeting me. Anywho, you often say about my daughter Kimberly that she is only famous for having a big ass and a sex tape. Now, I'll give you that her ass is ridiculous. It makes no sense on her body. It has its own gravitational pull. Legos stick to it if she walks into a playroom. Anyway. You also say that she has a sex tape. I want you to stop saying that. Stop saying sex tape. I'm like, okay, would you rather have me say visual intercourse recording? Because this is why your daughter is famous. It is how she got famous. It's how she got her show on E. And then you, her mom, made her more famous when you sold your own daughter's sex tape for $5 million to a porn company. If I can't talk about that, that's like getting an interview with Neil Armstrong and him going, do not bring up the moon landing. I don't talk about that anymore. I do many other interesting things. Like pronounce Towson. So she was mad and she disappeared into a cloud of lavender smoke. And so I creep onto the set further, and then who do I meet? I meet the less famous sisters who have gotten more famous in the last couple years. You know, there's a huge one and a tiny one. You got Courtney, who had a baby. She's very small. And then Chloe is enormous. And she married Lamar Odom, as you know. And that wedding got 1 million more viewers than the Mad Men finale. So, kill yourselves. All right, way to go. Drop out of school, nothing matters. So, 2-hour wedding, which was so interesting. But these, so I meet them, and they're very different looking. They look like Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Or like George and Lenny from Of Mice and Men. That's the difference in size. Literary. And so I'm like, hello. And then Courtney's like, she sounds like Seacrest. And